guys, so today's video is going to be different. Today's video is actually going to be a story time. And this story, in general, it gives me the chills, it gives me anxiety. I kind of go back to that place and I'm just like, no, you're dumb. Why'd you do that? What were you thinking? Anyway, so this story is about the time that I crashed my dad's car into 3 other cars in a parking lot. So let's get started. This happened, I want to say, February, I believe. I'm not really sure, but I know it's a couple months back. So, my husband went to work and I had made plans with my dad and my sister the night before that my husband was gonna drop me off at their house and then we were gonna just hang out and so I'm not alone at home. So the day comes, it's a Saturday, and my dad was working. I went to their house super early. It was like around 6, I want to say. Me and my sister were talking and then we fell asleep. Then my dad came, woke us up, and he's like, hey, like, wake up, it's so late. It was like 10. It's not even late, but he was so dramatic and he was like, you guys, despiértense, ya es tarde, vamos a comer algo, typical Mexican dad. And I was like, okay. So I was hungry, so I was like, I just got up and my sister got ready and we left and we went to a Mexican restaurant in, I think it's Redondo Beach, I want to say. By the way, it's super good. I got mole con pollo, bomb. But anyway, so we ate and everything, and then on our way back to the house, he asked me, hey, because let me tell you guys something. I don't know how to drive yet. I barely got my permit, and I've been wanting someone to teach me, so he was willing to show me that day. So plus he has taken me like kind of driving around the parking lot where this accident happened. So I was like, oh yeah, sure. Like, he asked me, he's like, you want to go driving? Do you want to go practice? And I was like, sure. And we get to the place, we get to the parking lot. This parking lot is a school. And I'm in the front with my dad's in the front, I'm in the passenger side, and my sister's in the back. And my dad's like, okay, like, but keep in mind, when we got into the parking lot, we saw so many cars. I know that we all were like, this is a bad idea. Why are we doing this? There's so many cars. We shouldn't do this. But my dad was like, oh, okay, like, switch lanes, right? And I was like, okay. I mean, switch lanes, switch seats. So I got down and, did my thing. I got in, put my seatbelt, checked my mirrors, moved my seat, checked the gas and the brake to see if, I was okay. And I was. So my dumbass sister's in the back laughing and she's like, I'm gonna die, and literally she almost did. But she was like laughing and everything, and my dad was like, Melissa, ya hija, estate, ahorita estate, ponte. Yeah, or something like that. So I'm over here like driving, and I was feeling so confident because, like, I think a week before that, my friend Vicky, actually, and her husband actually took me kind of like test driving around their place, and they like built my confidence up. They're like, yeah, like, you're doing pretty good, the little things that you do wrong is what everybody does when they start driving, blah blah blah. So when I was with my dad or whatever, I was like, I can do this, I'm fine, blah blah blah. So I get in the car, I'm driving, and we hit the end of the parking lot. So I'm like, okay. And then he's like, yeah, you know, you gotta be careful, you gotta check both sides, see if any cars are coming, and then slowly start turning. So I did that, and I turned, right? I honestly, I don't know what the hell happened. I turned, and I think I didn't let go of the gas. I kept pressing the gas, and then all of a sudden, I guess the car was like, once I turned to the other lane, I guess the car kind of like turned towards the cars, and my dad was like, "Párale, stop, párale," you know. And I was like, I panicked, and I guess I pressed the gas instead of the brake, and I just remember hitting the first car. I was like, bam, and then I don't know, I froze, and I guess I didn't let go of the gas, and I just kept hitting car after car after car. And my dad was like, like, get down, you know. And I was like, I got down, and I'm like in shock or whatever. And my sister's like, Leslie, get in. We kind of hit and ran, but then we came back. We were like, no, let's go back, because, you know, we shouldn't have done that. Like, you don't do that. Keep in mind, we were like in shock. We were all like, oh my god, what just happened? Like, you know, so we stopped at like the street next to that parking lot, and it was we look at the car, and the side mirror was gone. The wheel was, I popped the wheel somehow. The whole side, left side was scratched up. And when I saw the car, I was just like, I felt so bad. I was like, I'm so dumb. And so my dad was like, we were like, no, let's go back, because, you know, we shouldn't have ran. But we were in shock, so we went back, and we parked around the parking lot, and we see a cop, and we're like, it's for us, like, obviously, who else, right? So we get down, and the cop's like, what happened, blah blah blah. And I was like, you know, I was trying to drive, I have a permit, blah blah blah, but I don't know, I guess I panicked, I pressed the gas instead of the brake, blah blah blah, I hit the cars. He's like, why'd you guys leave the scene? And I was like, oh no, we didn't leave the scene, we just were panicked, and and since it was a parking lot, we don't want like to keep like the cars from moving or whatever. Why would they be moving if it's a parking lot, right? So he was like, oh, okay, like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, we're calling the insurance, because we were talking to the insurance. I guess he called the DMV and checked if I did have my my permit, and I did. So I ended up just getting a ticket for it for almost $300, which is not bad. I'm so thankful I didn't hurt anybody, honestly. Here is the side mirror after it fell off. Like, it was hard for my dad to drive, so my sister was like, I know what I could do so you could see, you know. So she did this. She put a cap on the mirror on it. She like cut her pellet and put it there. I don't know, I guess that kind of like, it's keeping me back from really learning how to drive. It's scary. Yeah guys, so this is my quick little story time. Leave your comments, judge me if you want. I have already judged myself enough, so whatever you guys say, it's not gonna hurt me. So I hope you guys like this video. If you guys want to hear more story times, then make sure you let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.